Here's a number that should make you angry. $26,000 a year. That's $500 a week. And right now, there's a bloke down at Centerlink who'll tell you the only way to get that kind of money in retirement is to start selling off your super, bit by bit, until it's gone. Now, that's not bad advice for everyone, but it's not the full picture either. I'm going to show you how everyday Aussies are aiming for $500 a week, every single week, from their portfolio, without selling a single unit, without touching the capital, and without the bank getting a cut they didn't earn. This is the dividend strategy nobody explains properly. Stick with me. Now, here's why this matters more in 2026 than ever before. Cost of living's gone up. Council rates are up. Your electricity bill, don't even get me started. And the age pension? It helps, but for a lot of you, it's not stretching far enough. So what's often suggested? Draw down your account-based pension. Sell some units each month. Sounds fine until you realize every time you sell units to create that income, you're shrinking the very thing that was supposed to last you 20, 25, 30 years. What if there's a way to get paid and your balance doesn't move? Not a cent. In fact, for some people, it can actually grow over time. That's not magic, mate. That's franking credits and dividend investing. And it's something a lot of people simply haven't had explained to them properly. Right, let's do the actual maths. Pull out a pen if you've got one. And remember, these are illustrative figures to show how the mechanics work, not a promise of returns. Step 1. The target $500 a week equals $26,000 a year. That's our number. Step 2. The yield. A lot of the big ASX dividend payers, your banks, your miners, your blue chip names, have historically paid between 4% and 6% in dividends per year. Let's use 5% as an example. $26,000 divided by 5% means you'd need a portfolio of around $520,000 in dividend-paying shares to hit that figure from dividends alone. Now, I can hear some of you saying, "Gramps, I haven't got $520,000 sitting around." Fair enough, but here's where it gets interesting. Step 3. Franking credits. The bit nobody explains. When an Aussie company pays you a dividend, it's often fully franked. That means the company has already paid 30% tax on that profit before it lands in your account. If your personal tax rate in retirement is lower than 30%, and for many retirees it is, the ATO can refund that difference to you at tax time. So that $26,000 in dividends? With franking credits factored in, the grossed-up value could be closer to $37,000. Though your actual refund depends entirely on your personal tax situation, so this is general illustration only. Step 4. The part that protects your super. Here's the bit that matters most. Your super stays in pension phase, invested, doing its job. You're not selling units. You're not eating into capital. The dividends get paid into your account. You spend what you need for the week. Groceries, the electricity bill, a Sunday roast, and the rest? It stays invested, working for you, compounding. The real-world numbers. An example. Let's say someone has $400,000 in account-based pension, split across a mix of Australian bank shares, historically around 5 to 6% yield, fully franked, a diversified ASX dividend ETF, 1 or 2 resources stocks for the franking credit exposure. At a blended yield of around 5.5% to 6%, that $400,000 could potentially generate somewhere between $22,000 and $24,000 a year in dividends alone, before franking credits are factored in. Markets move, yields change, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Add franking credits at tax time, and for some retirees, that gap can close further. Though again, everyone's number will be different. The bottom line. Selling down your super isn't the only path. There's also a world where your money works for you, in shares that pay you to own them every single quarter like clockwork. That's not a gimmick. It's one of several strategies worth understanding. And now you've got the basics. Now look, I've shown you the blueprint, but everyone's situation is different. Your super balance, your tax rate, your age pension eligibility, it all changes the numbers. So please, chat to a licensed financial advisor before making any moves. This video is general info to get you asking the right questions. If this made sense to you, if you want more of these straight-talking breakdowns, hit that subscribe button. Join Gramps community, built for everyday Aussies who just want their freedom back without the jargon. See you in the next one. Same time, same chair. Gramps out.